There are some people who are watching this who kind of remember about the Flint water thing, and then maybe it's drifted away from their mind. Like, you're living this every day. What can you tell them about what the reality is here now, 4 years later?
4 years later, my son, for example, we still can't safely use our water. He can't take a bath without telling me it burns. His rashes are back. You know, things are not better. I'm still scared to use the water. I don't want to let my younger kids use the water. I have an 11-year-old who's facing memory loss. He's 11. He can't remember what happened yesterday. These are the reality of the things that are happening to our babies right now.
Still,
to this day.
So the whole idea with CFC40 and the Black Superhero Project was that if we do our part, if we commit to working where we are, we already have enough to troubleshoot and manage many of the issues that are affecting our community. You know, going from 10 different cities to do 10 service projects, it sounds good, sounds amazing, but at the end of the day, this is really about inspiring others. This isn't about me, it isn't about some grandiose notion of service. This is about community and what it means to reimagine community. It's about understanding that if we all do our part, if we all just do a little bit, we can have a tremendous amount of impact.
These people need water. Today. To do everything, to brush their teeth, to wash their face, to bathe, to cook, to clean. These people need water.
I didn't realize how toxic Legionnaire's disease was. Like, I didn't understand. Like, now it's hereditary. It's literally in you. It's not just that your body is going through changes. You pass that along to your offspring. It's in you now. So your children's children are going to be adversely affected.
My baby was lead poison. His levels was 13 when they finally caught it and tested him. So it's like you constantly gotta try to be aware of everything now. You don't trust them.
Like, what do y'all tell kids about making sure that they are safe and don't drink the water? Like, do they know what's going on?
A kid could probably tell you this story better than I can. Yeah, this is real life for them, you know. And they see the water fountains at the school with the black trash bag over it, so they can't get the water. You gotta understand the psychological damage that this has done.
So it's really been a real struggle, and then you can't really bathe in the water. So you have to wait till you go out of town or something to go to a hotel to take a bath. You can take a shower, but so it's been rough, but we've been getting by.
There's reporting that shows from 2013 to 2017, the number of third graders in Flint who are reading at a proficient level has dropped from 41% down to 10, and it wasn't good to begin with. We need help at a level that has not been asked for yet and has not been fought for by anyone, really.
The lack of compassion, you know what I mean? People came in to run for office and they used this as a platform to act as if they care because it was there. Now they're in office and you're looking for the responses or whatever, because we went and hit the polls strong because people did make it a particular issue. You're looking to see what the results are going to be, because now you're dealing with a whole community that is depressed and already come from a standpoint that my vote don't count, and if you vote or not, this will happen. So when it happens again, and you look up this other crisis, another epidemic that's hitting our community across this country, whatever, it's that apathetic attitude to respond when you should, because this is the way they do black people.
Do you all feel like there's a solution on the horizon, and if so, what is it? You know, or is it just kind of like we don't even know if or when this will ever get resolved?
I can say this, as one who serviced the community at large, as one who have seen personally how this water has affected households and how it has affected just regular hygiene, skin rashes, hair coming out.
knowing how people's health has diminished, no one is going to trust anything that any official says until they see their actual pipes replaced. It's just simply what it comes down to. There's a lack of trust.
If you could say anything to the public, if you could say that anything to anyone who's not here and able to see what's going on in Flint, what would you say?
I would just say, would you please come to Flint, Michigan and help us get our pipes together, get us on the right track, not only for the children, but for the adults, the elderly, everybody in our city. Please just don't forget about Flint, Michigan, because we need help.
This is a problem and this needs to be fixed, and we didn't create this problem. How responsive has government been to that?
Absent. The only reason why you know who we are, or you will hear our name come up, is because we've been outside of that government type of assistance. If we were in their pocket or we was in partnership with them, we would be expected as everyone else. The only reason why I really know is because we did not have that support and we was independent and it stayed consistent. And by the grace of God, people as yourself has always partnered and came to keep some consistent because their lack of support. You know, right now we're here because the government chose to take the water pods away and there was no one else open because all the other people who were in partnership with the government were supplying water through them. So when they stopped, all the other resources stopped.
You think about these things and you don't necessarily know how they're going to come out at the time, and you know, when you put them together, you just hope and pray that they open up the way that they should. And at the end of the day, God has just been so faithful, providing for this and providing for this program and this initiative. I looked on social media the other day, and you know, it shows your memories. I saw a memory from 3 years ago in 2016 to the day, to the actual day. And I was talking about Flint. I was talking about how the fact that Flint, in many ways, and the water crisis here is very much so Black Lives Matter, just as much as police shooting us down in cold blood, because it's, at the end of the day, still state-sanctioned violence or state-sanctioned disregard for the safety, the lives, and the well-being of Black people, people of color, of marginalized people. And I was talking about that literally 3 years ago to the day. And here it is, 3 years later, we, the team, CFC40, the Black Superhero Project, we're actually here in Flint, on the ground, partnering with organizations that are in community and working in community to try to support these families and these folks who are still affected by this water crisis. So I'm full, I am full, my heart is full, and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for everyone who's come forward to volunteer, to help out, and everyone who donated to make today work and make today special. This is continuing to be an eye-opening revelation for me about what we can all do, what God can do. When we trust Him, we follow His voice, and we listen to Him. It's just phenomenal. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care who's sitting in the White House, because guess what? He ain't coming to change your pipes. And I'll be honest, the person who ran against him ain't coming to change your pipes. Rick Snyder is not coming to change your pipes. But us in this room, collectively, each and every one of us has within us the ability, the power, the resources, the know-how, the wherewithal to move the needle intentionally. And it is our collective responsibility in community, in the name of community, and in the interest of freedom, to engage where we are, how we can, and for as long as we must, in order to continue to move that needle. And so with that, I challenge you, each and every one of you, to think about where you are, to think about where you rest, to think about where you've been and where you are going, and to look these young people in the eye and to make it your business to help them to move the needle. Make it your business to help them move to actualize that potential. Make it your business to impress upon them the reality of community. Be truthful, be honest, be compassionate. Make it your business to move our community, the human community, toward freedom. Thank you.